Hello everyone, this is Pal Ponder on Weather coming at you with another video. In this update, we're going to talk about Winter Storm Dorothy as well as Winter Storm Ezekiel. And then potentially on Friday, we've got a severe weather outbreak that's coming into North Texas, going into Oklahoma. All right, so before we do get started, if you do like weather-related content, please subscribe to my channel as I will upload about 5 videos a week to keep you updated. All right, so let's get started. So here's an overall map of kind of where we stand right now. Right now, we're dealing with Winter Storm Dorothy. They've got winter storm warnings in Colorado, Wyoming, Nebraska, South Dakota, going into Iowa, and then parts of South Minnesota up, and it'll eventually swing on to Wisconsin. And then we've got a potentially another storm, a Winter Storm Ezekiel forming behind that. That's just kind of getting going. That will come in off California, and we can kind of go over all this, but it's going to bring another strong system. We've already got red flag warnings and some really strong wind gusts are going to be happening throughout the week. And here's kind of a zoomed in version of where the winter weather alerts are currently, with winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings, as well as winter storm watches. So we've got winter storm warnings in Denver, Cheyenne, and parts of Nebraska. And we've got winter storm watch as this will swing up. This is going to dump 1 to 2 inch snowfall rates and potentially over about a 12-hour span, and eventually swing up and dump even more snow, heavier snow. And this will probably transpire to a winter storm warning for you guys in Minneapolis and Marquette tomorrow. But here's kind of an overall track of how that system is just now kind of getting going, and it's going to start cranking tonight with these isobars really tightening up. And like I said, heavy snow bands, 1 to 2 inch heavy snow band, and it's kind of a quick mover. So even though it's a quick mover, it's still going to dump a good 8 to 12 inch swath of snow in this little demarcation line. So we can kind of go over some snow maps, and this is what the current Euro model is currently thinking. You can see the track. I mean, it's going to really deepen over the Colorado Rockies, and I'm expecting anywhere from 8 to potentially as much as 12 inches now in Denver, and a little bit north of that could even dump more than that, 15 to 20 inches. But you can kind of see the track of the latest Euro model, where it thinks it goes, and that and the GFS is pretty much in agreement that dumps a heavy snow band, a good 8 to 12 inch swath. And I kind of put together my own map of where I think the heaviest snow is going to occur. And it's right on Denver, where I'm thinking anywhere from 8 to as much as a foot of snow, where you've already had 16 inches this year already. But just north of there, you've got isolated spots in the Rocky Mountains, potentially 15 plus up to 20 inches of snow as this cold core deepens right over your area and before it swings on out. So in Cheyenne, you're going to get a lot of snow. And so in Nebraska and parts of Iowa and up in Minnesota, there's about a 5 to 8 inch swath it's going to be snowing. And then it's really going to get cranking again. And Marquette and upper Wisconsin, where I think another 8 to 12 and potentially heavier amounts in isolated areas. And as this swings down, more snow for Santa Fe at about another 3 inches with this particular system. And this is just Dorothy. It's not even counting what's potentially is going to be forming off the West Coast as of right now. It'll move in tomorrow and dump more snow throughout the week. So here's that system that I'm talking about. This is the massive 972 millibar. We've got potentially hurricane force winds coming up in upper California, coming in shore tomorrow. And it's going to be sending some massive wave coming down and sending, this is going to be a trajectory. Let me take it out another frame, where it's going to dump more snow in potentially the panhandle of Texas. And then it'll kind of really tighten up again as it kind of swings up. But before that happens, this activates the Pacific Jet. And we're talking about these winds just really cranking 40, 50, 60 mile per hour wind gust at times over a huge swath. In California, it'll swing up through Arizona, New Mexico, and parts of the Panhandle. And as this swings through, there's got these isobars are really tight, and it'll dump some, like I said, at times 40, 50, as much as 60 mile per hour wind gust. So numerous high wind warnings are going to be taking place throughout the country this week. And then on Friday, we're going to have a potentially severe weather outbreak to deal with. I mean, the Storm Prediction Center has already got a 15% chance potentially all modes of severe weather happening. And so when this potentially happens, it kind of catches your eye that a 5-day advance warning, this typically transpires as potentially a moderate risk. So we might be having to deal with large hail, 58 mile per hour winds or greater, 1 inch plus hail, and brief tornadoes. So we're going to have to really watch this as this comes in, because this system out in the Pacific is just now getting formed. So, but the models are showing this is going to deepen, and by Friday afternoon, we might be dealing with a severe weather outbreak over North Texas into Oklahoma, going into Kansas. But as this swings up on Saturday, it'll deepen more, and now we got a 987 millibar, and these isobars are really tightening up again, where these gradients are 60 plus mile per hour winds, and we might be dealing with more snow in the upper Midwest and North Dakota and Minnesota and Wisconsin, where we pick up where you just got a foot from Dorothy. You're going to get some more snow with Ezekiel on Saturday. So here's an overall snow amounts for the top 30 snow amounts that's happening so far since essentially September 30th. And look who's leading the pack: Great Falls, Montana, because you had that one event that snowed like 3 feet. But Casper, Wyoming's on the list. You've got, you can just kind of go on down the list, and a lot of these are well above normal. There's not that many that are below in the top 30. But you can kind of pick your favorite city. Look, there's Denver at 16 inches, and they might get another foot. So you're talking, they might actually get close to 30 inches, and winter doesn't start until December 1st. So they're well ahead of schedule. They're already 5 inches, but if they tack on another foot, they could be another, foot and a half above normal already before winter even starts. So that'll kind of give you an idea of where the top cities are at now, and kind of what's going to transpire with Dorothy and Ezekiel and that potentially severe weather outbreak. I kind of just want to give you a quick update tonight, you guys, to keep you ahead of the storm. And if you found value in this video, please subscribe to my channel, and definitely catch me in the next video where I protect you before and after the storm.